In many cases, we need a system to accept a dynamically assigned IP address and other information from the network DHCP server. If you set up a connection during the installation of your system, this might already be how your settings are configured. Let's take a look at checking and setting those options in the GUI and then at the command line. I will open up the nm-connection-editor and I will have a look at my connection. I will choose Ethernet 1 and choose Edit. I will go over the IPv4 settings and make sure that the method is set to automatic. This won't get me an IP immediately. I will need to save and reconnect the interface. But while we're here, I want to show you around a little. This DHCP setting gets an IP address, gateway, and DNS service from the DHCP server. If I wanted to set this connection up to only get an IP address and gateway but specify a separate DNS service, I can do that with the addresses only option. But for now, I will keep it on regular automatic DHCP. I don't need to change anything else here, since all of this will be handled for me when the system requests network information. I will click Save and I will click Close. If I type in nmcli con show Ethernet 1 to check out my network information, I can see that the change has taken effect. That's because I set auto connect to yes in a previous video. If I had not, I would need to tell the network manager to take down and bring up the connection. We can do that with nmcli con down the name of the connection and then nmcli con up and then the name of the connection again. So now we have a dynamic IP. I can also set this up from the command line using nmcli. I will clear the screen and I will write nmcli con edit Ethernet 1 to edit the existing connection. Once more, I am presented with a list of settings. The one that we are interested in here is IPv4. Let's take a look at the current IPv4 settings with print IPv4. I can see that the IPv4 method is set to auto because we just did that into GUI. But if it was not, I could set that with set IPv4.method auto. Then I will save and I will quit. Again, to make sure these changes are reflected, I will take the connection down with nmcli con down Ethernet 1 and bring it back up in a similar way with nmcli con up Ethernet 1. We can also set all of this information at once from the command line. This way of doing it's handy for scripts where you don't want to go through an interactive process. For example, if I want to add another connection, I could write nmcli con add and then use the con dash name directive to specify, let's call it the Ethernet 2, and then the interface name, if name, in this case nmp0 is 3, my Ethernet adapter, and type Ethernet. Now I have a new connection called Ethernet 2 because I have not specified anything about the IPv4 method or addresses. It's assumed that I want this to be automatic. So right now, if I type nmclid, you can see that my Ethernet adapter has the Ethernet 1 connection applied to it. But I can switch that by typing nmcli con up Ethernet 2 and nmclid. I can see that that connection is active on this device, and I can switch it back to Ethernet 1 with nmcli con up Ethernet 1 and nmclid. See you in the next video.